David Aldridge will be joining us from the sidelines moments from now. So Oakland wins the tip. Ball outside. Back to Smith. The kick out to Irving. And Dr. J slams it in.
And you love the quick ups, but then how about that explosiveness on the finish? Irving, man, he just has incredible gifts.
When Donovan Mitchell, Greg, is on the floor, he is the offense.
Yeah, and that goes beyond just his ridiculous scoring. It gets overlooked that he's also a skilled passer. So one way or another, Mitchell is finding points out there.
Now, here's Ewing. Josh Smith unable to get his shot to go. Pass to Paul. 5 on the clock. Screen by Smith. And he's going up for the alley-oop.
Great job preventing that ball from coming into the post. Might have been an easy 2 if the defense wasn't there.
Abdul-Jabbar.
And not much you can do defensively once Kareem gets the ball in that close. Too much height, too much talent.
Ball with the 3. And it's Miami with the rebound. Now Chalmers. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. One-on-one fast break. It's stolen by Abdul-Jabbar. Irving with the steal. And now Paul pushing it up. Going back to stop him.
This is where Paul can really hurt you. He relishes getting out in the open floor, and you can see why.
Now, here's Mitchell. Ewing gets the rebound. Irving with the ball. He's picked up by Whiteside. And Ewing now top of the key. Pass to Paul. Lets it go from deep. Rebound by Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Mitchell outside. Smith with some nice D. Ingram deciding where to go with it. Now here's Paul. Defended by Chalmers. Paul outside. 6 on the shot clock. Out to Ingram. And slam dunk by Ingram.
When you've got Ingram's length and reach, you gotta throw it down.
Banchero with the screen. Takes the 3. That one's in, his first shot this game.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Ingram up top. There's 48 seconds left to play in the first. It's good from the top of the key.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
And look at Banchero go, taking off before the defense has a chance to load towards the ball. No question he got bumped on that shot.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. So both teams changing it up here.
Well, he's been very good at the line, and we all know free throws can make or break you in the end.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Banchero. And finished off by Banchero.
Oh, love that. Banchero moves so well with and without the ball.
Stolen by Artest. And now Oakland on the break. And it's slammed in by Garnett.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
Right side a screen.
Whoa, just climbing the ladder for that 360. Stupendous hop.
Yeah, Greg, he was sky high on that finish. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Oakland on top. They're up by 1. Stay with us as... And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And taking a look at Oakland's performance here, guys. What have they been doing or not doing?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Hey, look, it's simple. More rebounds means more possessions, and that's clearly been their priority.
Here's Beasley. Garnett with the block. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jeff Green. That is his first foul of the game.
Green, first personal foul. First team foul.
Arnett surveying the defense. Pass to Artest. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. Artest's got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for Oakland. Here's Poole. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Greg, it's not the first skill you think about, but Jordan Poole is unreal at the foul line.
I mean, led the league in 22 at 92.5%, beating out teammate Steph Curry by 0.2%. Poole's always been amongst the league leaders in attempts.
Outside Rose. Over Chalmers. Rose, no good. Miami trailing. And here is Chalmers. And the wide open shot from Green. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. The drive by Smith. The rebound by Jeff Green.
You know, you'd love to see him pull that off, but instead he goes from highlight reel to the bloopers. Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. Rose with the ball. Now Green defending. Pass to Gasol. Outside Artest. The offensive rebound. Duncan left side. Outside for Artest. Smith wide open. He fires. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Smith's got the lead up to 6 now for Oakland. And the jam by Whiteside.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. And now Oakland on the break. Here's Gasol. It's good, the assist that time from Smith. And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game, how it's been going for Oakland.
Wow, those early blocks are key. They are intimidating their opponents and making them hesitant.
They've out-hustled the opponent so far in this one. A lot of points in the open floor, and that's giving them the advantage.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
A sequence like that really does stick.
Oh, wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible.
Oh, smart decision by Smith pays off there. He commits to the shot, and now he's also headed to the line.
Oakland getting their third free throw shot of the game.
And Smith is known as a streaky shooter, but when he gets hot, boy, he is really fun to watch.
And Banchero, here we go. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession.
Substitution on the floor.
Mitchell feeling it out a bit. And the rejection by Smith.
Always a talented defender. Smith staying active and isn't scared to go after the tough blocks.
Back to our test. Smith left side. Just 5 to shoot. That 3 off the mark. And so it's Chalmers with it. He'll bring it up for Miami. Trailing by 5.
Well, that's why he's out there using his size in the paint.
Smith with it. Out to Ingram. Over Whiteside. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Oakland leads by 5. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Miami trails by 5. Abdul-Jabbar the screen. Here's Banchero. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And you're talking about one of the most decorated superstars in the history of college basketball, but maybe the most impressive feat. He won 3 national championships, and Kareem has a way of affecting winning. Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. Paul looking around. Here's the 3. And he's good on the 3-ball. Paul's got 5 now.
And Paul doesn't lack confidence taking those long triples. And with results like this, you can understand why. Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
They retain possession. Nobody near Irving. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist. Irving's got the lead up to 8 now for Oakland. For 3, Mitchell. Nice lead and looking confident.
And they've got a chance to push it to double digits.
And when I look at Ingram's length and skill set, he reminds me a little of Tayshaun Prince, as well as Kevin Durant.
Boy, he has a high ceiling.
He hits the second from the line. And he makes all 3.
Well, you have to appreciate a big man who can step up to the line and knock it down with confidence.
And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. So both teams making some changes here. Miami trails by 11. Beasley the screen. Poole with no one around. Sinks the triple. He's got 5.
Off and running right out the bat here to start the second half.
Rose scanning the floor. And Rose throws it down hard.
And when Rose goes on the attack, he stays on the attack, fights his way through the contact.
Poole with the steal. Down low. Kevin Garnett with the steal. Outside Rose. Miami grabs the miss. Here's Banchero. And finished off by Banchero.
And how about the showmanship from Banchero, letting us know what he can do out there.
Pass to Smith. And it's a great finish!
Oh, my.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. Here's Rose. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to go on Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Rose always been one of the best at getting to the line. The D has to avoid fouling in those situations.
Here's Whiteside. Kicks it out to Banchero. Back to Whiteside. Uncovered. Misses off the left iron. Oakland leading by 12. Outside Rose. Fires the three. Here's Duncan. Rebound by Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Nice work defensively to contest that shot right at the rim. Nothing easy.
Oh, that's offensive interference. So
God,
it's both
fucking
teams
damn it,
making
they do.
substitutions here. 40 seconds left in the third quarter. Ball outside. That one goes in. Paul's got 7 points.
And how about CP finding space around the rim?
Miami trails by 14. Pass to Whiteside. He takes it in. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the content. It's on Patrick Ewing. Miami shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And both free throws good from Whiteside. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Now here's Paul. He has 7. Here's Duncan. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Duncan's got the lead up to 14 now for Oakland. And it's Green with the jam.
Well, he can play the 4 because he gets off the ground so well.
Ingram fires from way outside. And so it's Oakland enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regular. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And Ewing has got the ball here for Oakland. Ball outside. Pass to Ingram. Clock at 6. The screen from Ewing. Paul for 3. And it's Miami with the rebound. Good ball movement here by Miami. And that one's good. Green.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
And Smith with the stuff.
And Smith gets off the floor as quick as anybody, especially when he's got a lob on the way. Wow, that is a strong move there to go in for the dunk.
And an important part of every team's game. A look at the hustle stats for Oakland.
Well, I love how connected they've been defensively. They're right into shooters and piling up block shots.
Where you going?
And another thing they did well was just keep the effort up
Okay.
offensively. Lots of boards leading to extra opportunities, which they converted.
And Beasley drops both of them. Oakland leading by 10. Outside Rose. And Mario Chalmers gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution.
Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it.
21. Hassan Whiteside.
Garnett outside. Clock at 4. That's a 2 from Smith. And it's Oakland scoring again.
Well, look, if he misses that shot, coach might think of benching him. He's pretty fortunate he got that one to go.
And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Eric Spoelstra coaching the team during the break. Now he wants them to stay focused on teamwork out there. He said, let's keep communicating, keep talking. We got to help each other out there. Coach thinks that team effort is what's needed here. Guys?
Thank you, David.
And you want more of this from Mitchell. Good to see him moving the ball like that.
And there's the drive. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Wow. We are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. Back to Carter. Rejected by Gasol.
And really, Gasol does an incredible job getting his hands up in the air, which results in a ton of rejection.
In transition, here comes Miami. And the rejection by Smith. And it goes on a bounce. That one is off Smith. 1:53 left here in the fourth quarter.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the three ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against it.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for two.
Lots of momentum on Carter's drive. The defense can't keep up, and he ends up getting the foul.
That one is no good.
And that's a situation where you must make them all to get back into the game.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
And Kareem throws it down.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
Pass to Irving. Over to the left wing. And Vince Carter picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And Miami making a change here. We've got 1:13 left to play here in the fourth. Shot clock at 6. 20 feet out. Good on the jump shot.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
Kareem reviews the ball. Second personal foul.
And the first one at the line is good.
And the word is out on Josh Smith being a gifted dunker. But that really speaks to his overall athleticism. He can run, and he'll do whatever it takes to get the best of it.
It's good. Here's Paul. They can burn some clock if they want to.
And get a little breather as well.
Pulls up. Oakland again can't hit. 6-second difference between shot and game clock. And here's Chalmers for 3.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for Oakland. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Pass to Ewing, stolen by Chalmers. So it's Oakland picking up the win. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the great.
That game was ass. Oh, man.
Hi, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me at the table, Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And we've also got Hall of Famer David Aldridge reporting from the sidelines.
Here we go.
So, Miami will get the first possession. Here's Banchero. That one's in, his first shot this game.
And great work inside. This is where Banchero feasts.
From From Rookie of the Year in 2023 to an All-Star Greg in 2024, Paolo Banchero.
And, Kevin, that really says it all, doesn't it? Few players hit the ground running like Banchero has. Becoming an elite competitor, people fear almost instant.
Abdul-Jabbar the screen. Mitchell wide open. And it's off from three-point range. And so George will bring it up for Philadelphia. No good from Duncan.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Back to Chalmers. It's intercepted.
Smart bucket by Castle. Get out and run.
First quarter, just over a minute played. And the wide open shot from Chalmers. Miami no good on that time either. Pass to Castle. Now Klingon. Just 4 to shoot. Philadelphia needs to get a shot off. Jacks up a 3. It's rebounded by Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Here's Mitchell, defended by George. A fader. And Donovan Mitchell gets the 3.
You got to chase Mitchell out of the corner, man, or he will drain those all night.
Here's George. And George with the stuff.
Yeah, a nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
Oh, he's had that move saved up for a minute. You could tell with that smile on his face, Mitchell making the most of that opportunity.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Here's Bird. Following the score by Miami. And it's Bird with the jam.
Oh, and this is some serious showmanship. Loving that tomahawk right there.
Greg, he came with force, and that's not just about getting 2 points. That was sending, I think, a message. Now, here's Whiteside. Can't connect from short range. Now, here is George. Bird looking it over. And a slam dunk by Bird.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. Mitchell. Pass to Whiteside. Good ball movement here by Miami. No good from Abdul-Jabbar. Philadelphia leading by 5. Here's Castle. Oh, and he misses the dunk.
Look, I'll give him an A for effort for trying to dunk through the defense, but maybe he should ease up on that one just a little bit.
Outside for George. Pass to Castle. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Philadelphia ahead, up by 5. And we'll be back with you right after this.
14.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Philadelphia.
They've started the game the right way, penetrating the defense and attacking the rim. They're just not settling.
And the other thing I've been impressed with, guys, is their assertiveness at attacking the paint, trying to hunt for those high percentage looks.
Pass to Howard. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball.
You gotta feed Howard the rock when he's in the paint. He commands the ball whenever he has that kind of position.
Inside. Here's Thompson. Good work defensively by Carter.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession. And that's what Carter does best, knifing his way inside so he can finish with the easy slam.
Pass to Howard. Over Abdul-Jabbar. No good from Howard. Miami trails by 5. Kicks it out to Beasley. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Here's Ball. It's Kareem Abdul-Jabbar with the rebound. Carter left side. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Here's Beasley. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Willis Reed. Miami shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. And Beasley drops both of them.
For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
Oof. Come on, okay.
Ball with a wide open
Ball
look.
online. I'm ready to rip that shit, my boy.
Miami trailing. From the wing. And Poole gets it to go. Stolen by Washington. Outside Carter. Excellent D there from Ball. Philadelphia with the ball. Back to Pippen. And now we've got the intentional foul.
You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
So both teams making some changes here. Outside, George. Beasley with the steal. With the drive.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. Back to George. Nailed from three-point land. George has got 8 points.
And George is a phenomenal catch-and-shoot player. Measuring the shot before receiving the pass, you can't guard that.
Oh, and the jam by Bird.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
An important 2 points, not just on the scoreboard, but also for a little bit of momentum.
And Michael Beasley picks up the foul. That's his first foul. It's stolen by Banchero. In transition, here comes Miami. He gets it in there. Hibbert's got the game tied up here for Miami.
And showing off some agility on the break. Banchero is so elusive in the open floor.
To the right side. In a wide open look for Howard. Misses off the left iron. Chalmers scanning the floor. Kicks it out to Beasley. Over in the corner, Banchero. It's good from long range. And it's a 3-point Miami lead.
He's got a nice fluid motion on his long-range shots. I think Banchero will be a consistent three-point shooter at the NBA level.
Pass to Chalmers. Here's Beasley. And it's Beasley finishing it off.
And that's how you lead a team, literally.
Looking to end the run. George, no good. Now Chalmers. Beasley outside. And oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
That's the play that pumps up the whole team, and they'll try to carry that energy into the next period.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. They trail by 7. Here's Thompson. And it's Thompson with the jam.
We see this night in and night out. Thompson uses his size and elevation to make tough shots in the paint.
Now, here's Mitchell. Kicks it out to Beasley. And, yep, that's going to be a flagrant foul.
Flagrant,
Unnecessary
yep.
contest.
And Kevin, I got to tell you,
Dwight Howard
it's
was coming from the back.
to just
They
get
did
a
it.
flagrant one there. I mean, so much contact. The officials easily could have gone even harder on it.
Greg, I agree. He better be on his best behavior from now on. One more flagrant of any variety, and he's out of here.
Some big guys struggle at the line, not him. He's put in the work to defy that assumption.
Back to Hibbert. Green up on top. Puts up a three. Offensive rebound. Pass to Chalmers. Mitchell right side. Shot clock at 5. And there's the block. Just stops it cold and takes possession. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. Philadelphia shooting their first free throw this game.
And the defensive prowess of Howard is simply phenomenal. Not only a shot blocking master, but his mere presence alone makes shooters incredibly nervous.
Philadelphia moving the ball around. Thompson outside. And Thompson slams it home.
Rocketing off the deck. Thompson showing that youthful exuberance.
And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. Some changes for Philadelphia. Miami leading 5-4. Here's Poole to the middle. It's stolen by Duncan. Here's George. And then George with the jam.
He's such an incredible defender. Duncan, so clever, and coming up there with the steal to ignite the break.
Outstanding work to send him away. They sniffed that one out.
GA, there is a lot to like about the game of Stephon Castle.
Size, playmaking, defensive intensity. I guess the question, is there that one thing that he can do at an elite level? That will be a crucial step if he's to become a star.
Here's Castle. He has 5 with a tie. And it's Roy Hibbert with the rebound. Carter outside. Paul George with the steal. For the lead, Banchero grabs the board. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Out to Carter. And it's sent back by George.
And the timing from George there on the rejection, using his long reach to turn away the shot.
Shot clock at 6. Here's Banchero. Miami no good on that time either.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Pass to Castle. And it's Miami with the rebound. Trying to end the drought. Poole with it. Here's Castle. Takes it inside. Rebound by Jeff Green.
He tried to get spicy and totally whipped, huh? Okay. He's going to be living this one down for at least about a week.
Now, here's Banchero. He's got 7.
Just lost his head out there. It will happen if you're pushing a little too hard.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
Here's George. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even. George has got 4 points this quarter. Carter. And he drives in.
And you know is taking off on the drive. When he has a head of steam like that, he's looking to tear off the rim.
George with no one around. Good. And it's Bird picking up the assist. Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, tooth and nail fight so far, guys. These sides match up really well.
Your home team,
And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here.
33.
Three tenths quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Miami trailing. Chalmers with it. Over in the corner, Banchero. Out to the right wing. No one near right side as he lets it go. Releases from the wing and drills it.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
Stolen by Ball. And stolen by Whiteside. And here is Mitchell. Abdul-Jabbar on the wing. Here's Whiteside. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Now at the line,
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Philadelphia trails by 3. Duncan high post. Pass to Castle. Trying to break that ice cold streak.
Oh, yeah. Castle can leap up to the rim. The rookie putting some power behind that finish.
And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. And a new group getting ready for Miami. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Eric Spoelstra coaching the team during the break. Now, he was quite encouraging in the huddle. He said, look, you're fighting out there, fellas. I can see it. I need you to keep giving everything you have. Bring this one home. See if they can pull it off, guys.
Thanks, David. Nice move. And it's Beasley laying it in. And Miami leads by 3.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Bird outside. So another turnover for Philadelphia. George with the steal. Here's the break. Oh, and the jam by Duncan.
Oh, he is firing his guys up now. Sweet dunk from Duncan. Mesmerizing.
Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Off on the layup. Fires the 3. And Duncan gets it to go in.
And he just seems to always deliver in the clutch. And he's got it going right now. That's who they want taking the big shot.
Now, here's George. On the wing, Duncan. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Donovan Mitchell.
A tremendous score with the ball in his hands. Duncan just too much for the D to handle.
So he gets them both in a 4-point ball game.
In a tight game, he is exactly who you wanted at the line.
Here's Robertson. Mitchell outside. And George gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Stolen by Bird.
And that's turned over in about the most frustrating way possible.
Violations like that, yeah, those will make your coach bolder than me.
You just gotta love watching a big man hustle on the block. This is what his team expects and needs from him.
And that shot isn't the one they should be taking if they want to make this comeback happen.
Pass to Klingon. And it's Klingon with the jam.
And how about the poise from the rookie? Klingon with a crucial basket.
To the paint. Stolen by George. And it's Klingon with the jam.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
No let up with these guys. They're going for the throat now.
Now Klingon. Following the three-point attempt by Donovan Mitchell. Pass to George. Now Klingon. That falls. Nice speed that time from George. Klingon's got the lead up to 11 now for Philadelphia. Now a timeout called by Miami. They're trailing by 11.
Make some noise, fans.
Now here's Chalmers. There's 18 seconds left in the game. And Robertson has it in the corner. Clock at 4. They get a hand on it. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Away team home. Checking in from the home team. Michael Beasley. Jordan.
Then for 3. So it's Philadelphia winning this one. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And that was the ball game, ladies and gentlemen. 2:55. Right under the top 50 mark. That's crazy. Well, thank you for that 2K. Thank you for making it just 1 point that I was fucking hate, bro. Should I receive more from just participating than what was actually gained from playing, bro? Crazy. A 94 something, that's crazy. Instead of something like on 100, 99, they said, here goes a 93, 94, center. Wow. That's atrocious. I played with the motherfucking... whatever. trying to be able to get maybe this, with the, whatever option pack. So if I go over here and I go over here, I get 4. Ain't gonna exactly help my case. One, two, three. So we go to the exchange and nothing. So we gave up that one for, and I could get 2 hollow players. Damn, see, I could get 2, oh, 1 I guess. So over here, it would be this, and we only have 4. Let's see. We only have 4. And I would still have to. So I want to say we go with the hollow, because why not? The 97 plus premium. And we could always come back to that, I guess. Then do the fact that we have, even now we'd be able to pick them up. Be able to get a vibes pack. 1, 2. So if we break, right? Galaxy Opal. And we have above the Galaxy Opal. So we go here, we go to maybe right here. I will break it down to 5 Galaxy Opals, if I'm not mistaken. And then we'd be able to, damn, it's a Mike Conley, nice, I guess. I wonder if you could dunk 6-1. Driving dunk, standing dunk. So you can, I guess. Go to the exchange. And we go here. 5, 10 box, 10 packs. You feel me? 10 MFN packs. Never seen a new pack give out straight old signature bronze cards. Whew. 2K, you guys are really out for the money, man. This is a 95, 96. But even so, it's still like, they gave me Darren Collison, Ford. Greg Anderson, who is that? Thought they was about to let the WNBA into. You're not good at that. His movement is fucking crazy, in my opinion. Like his gather and shit. Some shit I may want to take into consideration for courtside. Wow. Okay, that was the same one that I got, bro. I was about to be like I got robbed. So, yeah, these iPod headphones with the speaker built in or the microphone built in work, to my knowledge. You know, yeah. Smoke break. I'm giving you water right now. Relax. I think you scare Nike when you drink water, Papa. You just be out of your way, huh? Alright, let's see what Mike Conley can do now.
Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA basketball. Good evening, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. On our sideline, David Aldridge.
Here we go.
And it's going to be Los Angeles off the tip. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It's deflected. And here comes Abdul-Jabbar leading the break. Pass to Beasley. And it's Beasley finishing it off.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious.
Look at the handles. Gets through the D and then powers it home.
Such a pretty move inside. Clark, how do you stop that?
Strong defense against Banchero inside, but they can't break his focus, and he still manages to knock it down. And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. Following the miss by Michael Conley from deep. Greg, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side, but when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media. But people in the know how good of a defender he is. And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep. Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Beasley outside. Banchero with the screen. Back to Beasley. Just 5 on the clock. Over Reed. No good from Beasley.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Pass to Bargnani. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in.
He had such a sweet three-point stroke there. It can really open things up inside because as good as he shoots it, it forces the opposing bigs to have to step out on the perimeter.
Miami's shooting their first foul shot of the game. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for Los Angeles. Pass to Reed. Smith wide open. He fires. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
And not a huge focus for Smith out there, but that doesn't mean he won't take the three. You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And also, guys, they're playing for one another right now. All those extra passes are leading to easy buckets.
Reed misses. Miami trailing. Green. And the layup's good off the glass.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Fires from deep. A rebound by Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Bargnani. And the layup is good. Bargnani's got 5.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
For 3, Mitchell. And it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with the rebound. Now George. Covered by Mitchell. George with the ball. Misses the layup. Here's Robertson. Back to Green. Beyond the arc. The shot's good from Robertson.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
Cans it from downtown. He has 7. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
Yeah, it reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Your home team.
And at the end of one, both teams putting up some points.
Visiting team.
Los Angeles on top, leading by some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
I know it's early, but all those three-pointers, boy, do they add up.
And with each made 3, their confidence continues to build. Their opposition might want to change their approach to try to slow them down.
And how about Banchero showing some passion there, going in hard and finishing right at the rim.
There's the screen. Here's Childress. And it's Miami with the rebound. Inside, here's Beasley. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Beasley's got the lead up to 3 now for Miami.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
And Leonard has it in the corner. Over Beasley. Leonard, no luck. And it's Miami's ball. Down low. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. And Abdul-Jabbar throws it down.
And not much you can do defensively once Kareem gets the ball in that close. Too much height, too much talent.
We play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Turner with the screen. Here's Childress. Banked in off the glass. Childress has got his first bucket in this one.
Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
Pass to Beasley. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for Miami.
Well, they're in a great flow. The ball's moving. All those assisted buckets means the offense is running well.
You also have to admire how they challenge the defense inside, getting a lot of points in the paint.
Pass to Black. Turner with the screen. Shot clock at 6. Los Angeles needs to get on the shot here. And Turner throws it down.
Throwing it down on that one. Turner really showing off that athleticism.
Here's Poole. .143 left in the second quarter. A three ball. And Curry pulls it down.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Greg, it's not the first skill you think about, but Jordan Poole is unreal at the foul line.
I mean, led the league in 22 at 92.5%, beating out teammate Steph Curry by 0.2%. Who's always been amongst the league leaders in attempts.
Well, he's been very good at the line, and we all know free throws can make or break you in the end.
Back to Conley. Goes up on the wing. Here's Whiteside. And the wide open shot from Green. Drills it from outside. Green's got 5 now.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
And it's Turner finishing it off.
Putting that pass right in his stride. Didn't have to slow up and was able to complete the play.
Over to the wing. Right side, Conley. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. And Miami leads by 5. Here's the screen. Buries the long-range jumper. 7 points in the game.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Kawhi drills the three-pointer.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
Back to Beasley. Over Leonard. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Los Angeles leads by 1. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. And so Conley will bring the ball up for Miami. Driving to the basket. And finished off by Conley.
Great recognition there from Conley. He saw an opening and took it.
Wasted no time on that one. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail biter.
Beasley for 3. Banchero right side. clock at 4. Miami needs to get a shot off. Abdul-Jabbar. Bargnani grabs the board.
I think he got the shot he wanted inside, but somewhere on the play, he just lost focus.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. And now a 4-point Los Angeles lead. Beasley the screen. Back to Mitchell. Kicks it out to Beasley. To the paint. And finished off by Banchero.
And what a strong finish from Banchero. And his guys love when he throws it down.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Conley. Again, Los Angeles.
You know what? Sometimes something good can come out of a bad possession.
It's Beasley on the wing. Launches a 3. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over.
Make some noise, fans.
Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Abdul-Jabbar the screen. And the dunk by Abdul-Jabbar.
The sharp interior passing is so important. The best way to create high percentage buckets.
And here's Bargnani outside. Outside for George. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. And now the pass break. Banchero with the ball. Abdul-Jabbar with it. George picks him up. At the elbow, Banchero. And finished off by Banchero.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Well, as a coach, turnovers will drive you nuts, but sometimes that happens when you're aggressive. So there's a balance. Well, if you're going to let him get that close to the rim, that's what's going to happen. Leaving no room for error with the slam.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Good defense by Poole. And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. And that drops, so they now lead by 1. Diversified scoring in this one for him.
I love when everyone can get involved. A full team effort. Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Smith right side. Lots of room. Good on the jump shot. Smith's got 5.
And I love when Smith is assertive on off, catching the DR with the catch and shoot.
Poole with the drive. Back to Beasley. The kick out to Abdul-Jabbar. And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Just 4 to shoot. Good on the triple. Poole's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And so far in the second half, this has been a different kind of game than what we saw early on.
Yeah, you can see it in the hustle stats. These guys have come out with a different mindset and seem much more motivated here in the second half.
And Gilgeous-Alexander gets it to go.
The classic combo guard. Gilgeous-Alexander is effective in the two-man game, especially on that first option, taking it himself. Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
Yeah, when you're moving the ball like that, it just keeps everyone engaged in the game.
Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the fourth quarter. Miami ahead, leading by 4. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Los Angeles trails by 4. Pass to Childress. And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Miami on defense. And here is Childress. They set the pick. Takes it from 10. And it's good. 2 points.
They continue to battle out there, so close to taking the lead.
Yeah, this is definitely a close one. Let's see if they have enough in the tank to take the lead here.
Pass to Mitchell. To the inside. Just 5 to shoot. To the middle. Here's Hibbert. And then Hibbert with the dunk.
And the defense so concerned with Mitchell in the two-man game. That opens things up for others. Nice find.
Here's Childress. They get it back. A 3 from Leonard. He can't get that one to fall. Miami leading by 4. Pass to Hibbert. Back to Robertson. The kick out to Poole. To the paint. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. And Miami making a change here.
Now into the game for your home team.
Here's Black. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Shoots from the elbow. Miami grabs the miss. To the inside. Green taking his time here. Goes up the baseline. And it's Miami with another.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, and how great have these offenses been for these teams tonight? Just fantastic execution.
Back to Mitchell. Good work defensively by Turner. And so it's Turner with it. He brings it up for Los Angeles. 6-point game. Pass to Childress. .146 left here in the fourth quarter.
Well, his shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
Here's Poole. The rebound by Turner. Los Angeles trails by 6. Childress with it. Now Green defending. Here's Curry. That ball. Nice speed that time from Turner.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
Yeah, there's no excuse for giving
Out of
that
there.
up. That's the absolute
God damn.
last thing.
I thought I was about to go out of bounds.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Miami.
Well, their passing has been just exceptional, and it's opened up the floor for them on numerous occasions.
And during this game, they sliced the D apart by just attacking the rim, flat out dominating them inside. And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, he got a good look, and he calmly delivered for them. That's what you like to see.
And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Eric Spoelstra coaching the team during the break. They said to the team, I know you guys are tired, but let's end this game strong. Let's get the win. Big last stretch here, guys.
Thanks, David. Back to Beasley. 6 to shoot. Down low. Looking for Carter. He gets it there. And Vince Carter with the slam.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
And it goes out of bounds. That one is off Smith.
Oh, meter dunk.
30 seconds left in the fourth. And out of
Damn,
bounds as Los
BC.
Angeles gains possession.
Well, that's an unforced error. If you want to drive your coach crazy, that's the way to do it.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
Yeah, time is not on their side. The score is not on their side. Nothing you can do.
And Miami can just let the clock run down here. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. And here's George for three. Frames it from downtown.
Well, he saw the defender back, and he got the look he liked from three and capitalized.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They trail by 4. Guys, your thoughts?
Well, they'll need a very quick basket out of this timeout.
Gilgeous-Alexander, that's a two-pointer. And so the big win by Miami in a tight game. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Rebound for Roy. I gotta get taller than this, bro. These niggas is too short. Bring in a nigga like Shea and he just tramples over you. I don't think I got any rewards. Watch. Oof. What are we gonna do? His shot is so boofy, bro. That's a better size. Guard is James Harden for sure. We got Jeff, Roy, Anderson, Robertson, Adams, alone. Mario, Hassan, B's alone. How tall is Chalmers again? 6'2". You feel me? Like, he's not that short, but he ain't 6'5". You feel me? That's why I would need it. I want to get a Shea Gilgeous just because. And even if it's a 96 type shit, I wouldn't mind it. Because to be honest, beggars can't be choosers when it comes to these things, bro. You just turn them out the way you turn them out, bro. Because, watch, let's see, minimum buyout, if I go under 10K. We've only got one, and we're gonna take it. If it's not fun out of it. Alright, so we got Shea. We played like one game or so. Put him in the lineup. And just say fuck it.
The NBA on 2K Sports welcomes you to Wednesday afternoon basketball. Tonight, we'll see Miami as they play against Montreal. Joined in the booth with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. Our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. So the tip-off, it's Miami. It's Beasley on the wing. Right side a screen. Shoots from the elbow. And all around the rim that time before dropping in.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
Yeah, he's got to be a little bit more on their radar after knocking down something like that.
Now, here's Mitchell. And it's blocked by Whiteside.
As soon as Whiteside positions himself, he just spikes that one away. It's like he's playing beach volleyball.
Kicks it out to Mitchell. Good ball movement here by Miami. Beasley the screen. Mitchell with it. He's picked up by Holmgren. The shot by Mitchell, no good. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
The jumper of Ray Allen is obviously just unreal, but that comes with practice and repetition. Ray puts up thousands of shots every day, perfecting his craft. And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Here's Banchero. The rebound by Brandon Ingram. And so it's Ingram who brings up the ball for Montreal. And it's blocked by Whiteside. And it's out of bounds to Montreal. They'll retain possession.
Insane at all. Boy got up there at the peak of that.
Here's Allen. Shot clock at 5. Montreal needs to get off a shot. And slam dunk by Ingram.
And when you've got Ingram's length and reach, you gotta throw it down.
Down low. Out of bounds. Montreal takes possession. When Donovan Mitchell, Greg, is on the floor, he is the offense.
Yeah, and that goes beyond just his ridiculous scoring. It gets overlooked that he's also a skilled passer. So one way or another, Mitchell is finding points out there.
Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Ingram's got his second bucket.
And he's got the length and size to do damage inside. They just want him to keep adding good weight.
Now into the game for your home team. Number 21.
About 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Banchero with the screen. Here's Beasley. From 12 feet out. Holmgren with the steal. Duncan left side. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Duncan just too good around the rim. That's a cakewalk.
Beasley. And it's Beasley finishing it off.
He's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
Now Ingram. After Paolo Banchero misses from long range.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
There's 53 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Curry. And it's Miami with the rebound. It's tipped. Leonard with the steal. Right side Artest. Great D that time from Green. Miami trails by 6. Pass to Whiteside. Back to Robertson. And the dunk by Robertson.
Robertson rising up and stretching out a bit to throw one in.
Outside Leonard. There's the triple. Montreal again missing. Bobbed up there for Green. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Ewing.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
There's 10 seconds left in the first. To the inside. Kept alive. Pass to Whiteside. And the jam by Whiteside.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Montreal leads by 2. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Montreal.
These guys have been so quick off the dribble, finding great lanes to attack and getting themselves to the basket.
Getting to the inside is really important, but it's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
And many around the league believe Curry doesn't get enough fouls called in his favor. GA, what do you think?
There could be some truth to that. He gets held and grabbed more than anyone when running off screens, but especially late on drives to the rim.
Here's Green, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That's on Patrick Ewing.
And the length of Green is a real issue for the D. His arms just go forever, which often results in a lot of shooting fouls for him.
Montreal leading by 4. And here is Curry. No scoring in this one. To the middle. Ewing inside. And he banks in the layup. Ewing's got the lead up to 6 now for Montreal.
And how about the muscle inside from Ewing? Easily getting to wherever he wants to on that low block.
Robertson. And the rejection by Curry. Knocks it loose. And stolen by Robertson. Here's Chalmers. Finished off the break.
Well, Whiteside not really a playmaker, but that time makes a great read.
Here's Robertson. And the rejection by Curry. Allen for the 3. And it's Miami with the rebound. Over in the corner, Green. Good ball movement here by Miami. Whiteside. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
Quick elevation for a 5. Makes him deadly on the interior, was Whiteside.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. They get Hassan Whiteside.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
You know, you were talking about Giannis. He can put up 30 a game without taking many shots from the perimeter. That's a tall order these days, especially because he gets doubled every single time. Here's Banchero. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down.
Such a nice-looking jump shot. Solid mechanics, fluid. Banchero's special. A dynamic leaper with an impressive wingspan. Mitchell usually has some flashy dunks up his sleeve. And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. Pass to Banchero. Out of bounds, Montreal takes possession. 1:14 left now here in the second. Williamson outside. Nifty move. Pass to Malone. Goes back up. And it's Miami with the rebound. Stolen by Mitchell. .43 seconds left here in the second. In the corner, it's Ingram. Williamson, the screen. Floats it up for Williamson.
Playmaking ability on full display there. I love how Zion is taking what the defense is giving him right now.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. The drive by Williamson.
Gotta love the effort there. An undersized four who can really make things happen with that leaping ability.
To the wing on the left. Banchero outside. Lets the three fly. Connects from three-point range. Banchero's got 5 points now this quarter.
And this is something Banchero continues to hone, wanting to become a dangerous threat from deep.
With 1 on the clock. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Montreal ahead, up 1. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Here's Curry. Nothing on the board. Curry crashes inside.
That's tremendous balance. Steph's ability to keep his composure in that tough situation, work in a tight space, that's impressive.
And the wide open shot from Chalmers. And again, Miami with the triple.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
And that's not just like AAA. I mean, Kasaya.
They've gotten that. They've outworked the other team.
Kasaya, son of.
5 to shoot. Here's Duncan. Banchero.
Way to get up, B.
For him, it's
oh my God.
Than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
Pass to Whiteside. Here's Banchero for the lead. Miami needs to get a shot off. Whiteside a screen. They get the rebound. It's good on the putback. And Miami leads by 2.
Yeah, it's 7'1", and with the type of length that Whiteside has in terms of his vertical reach, so hard to stop on the inside.
Back to Duncan. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Excellent D there from Beasley. Mitchell wide open. Hits it from three-point range. Mitchell's got the lead up to 5 now for Miami.
And Mitchell is a confident scorer, including from downtown.
Pass to Holmgren. Off the run. Oh, and the jam by Holmgren.
And we knew Holmgren could get up there, but wow, he put some spice on that one.
Back to Whiteside. Leonard with the steal. Duncan with it. Over in the corner, Allen. Duncan with it. Now defended by Mitchell. Miami grabs the miss. Easily in the post. It's opened by Duncan. Some nice passing by Montreal here. Curry shot is off.
Man, I thought he was making that in so close. That's some aggressive defense.
With so many years in the NBA, you would think Curry would slow down, wouldn't you, Brent? But he remains at the very top of his game.
I think the best part about what we're seeing with Steph right now, Kevin, is his competitive will. You get to this age, And you get to this stage after accomplishing all the things that Steph has done, and it's still not enough. So let's keep enjoying him while we can.
Miami leading by 3. Pass to Beasley. Chalmers outside. Back to Beasley. Miami no good on that time either. And so Allen will bring it up for Montreal. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. The game now all time. Duncan's got 5 now.
Well, Duncan had time as the ball was swinging around on the perimeter to set himself up for the J. He's got room to shoot. He's going to make the defense look foolish.
Outside Leonard. Back to Duncan. For the lead. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. He's got 7.
The only way he was getting to the hoop was to use the double clutch.
That's the end of the third, and it's all tied up. And we'll be back with you right after this. 3/10 quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth.
Up, come inside.
Here's Chalmers. Abdul-Jabbar outside. No good on the triple. Ingram with it. Now defended by Mitchell. Pass to Ewing. Outside for Artest. Back to Ewing. Outside Artest. And a miss there on the triple.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Chalmers with it. Abdul-Jabbar. And the dunk by Abdul-Jabbar.
And not much you can do defensively once Kareem gets the ball in that close. Too much height, too much talent.
Now Reeves. Pass to Artest. Here's Ewing. Abdul-Jabbar covering. Ewing, good.
Man, that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
Well, I hope there's one player on that team out there that has interest in winning this game. Right now, it doesn't look to be one.
And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. Right now, I'll send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Well, during that break, Eric Spoelstra had some words for his team. Now, they preached the little things in the huddle. They asked their team to battle on those 50-50 balls. One extra possession could be all the difference. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Pass to Mitchell. There's the drive. Ingram wide open. A three-pointer off the mark. Greg, their unselfish play has really been impressive.
They're trusting one another out there, wanting to get each other involved. This is great basketball.
Final quarter here, and we're just over 1.5 minutes through it. Beasley the screen. 6 on the shot clock. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
And here is Mitchell. Driving in. Pulls up on the elbow. A rebound by Carter. And it's on its way from Chalmers for 2. And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. And that timeout by coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. Both team deciding to change it up. .146 left in the fourth. And it's Brandon Ingram with the foul. That's his first foul. 141 left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Carter. And Vince Carter with the slam.
And that's what Carter does best, knifing his way inside so he can finish with the easy slam.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. All right, well, look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for Miami.
Well, I've been impressed with the ball movement all game long. They're really looking to just make that extra pass.
And it seemed like throughout this game, right after the jump ball, they've just been feeling it from distance, getting all the looks they want and continuing to take advantage of that three-point line.
Duncan right side. 5 on the clock. And Duncan throws it down hard.
How about the concentration from Duncan? Doesn't budge even in the biggest of moments.
Carter down low. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Great D that time from Giannis. Here's Duncan. Count.
That is world class.
I've seen that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession.
And that was a risky pass. Fortunate that the D didn't get that one. It was in the air for a long time.
Out of bounds. Montreal takes possession.
Yeah, unfortunately, just poor execution there. You cannot give the ball away at this point in the game.
And so it's Ingram who brings up the ball for Montreal. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points.
The second overall pick in 2016. Ingram's a special talent at 6'8". He can do anything offensively.
Carter poked away. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Mitchell right side. It falls.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
15 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. To stop the run. It counts. And that shot brings them to within just 1.
Harden in sync with his teammates, and he's looking to create whenever he can. Picasso couldn't have drawn that up any better. Perfect execution off the inbounds.
To force OT. Oh, he couldn't make that shot go to force overtime. So we see Montreal get the win here. They break the hard